It is a glorious day today, and we are back here at the garden room. So, the plan for today is I'm going to get the flitch beam in, and then I'm going to start making this the ridge board holder thingy to get the ridge board at the right height. And a few problems I see with that is that because the flitch beam is a lot higher, it's going to be a lot harder for me to get this thing level straight off the cuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate getting this back edge right, because that's a height that we can kind of definitely work to. And then when my friend turns up, we'll get the flitch on, and hopefully we can then start getting this thing tied in, really, because it's also these end walls are leaning out a bit too much and whatnot, and the back wall's not quite plumb yet in the middle because it's sagging a bit, but you know, it is all nearly there. Well, we got the flitch in, which went in really easy, and then we've got the ridge in, which, yeah, not as easy, but it is in. It's quite tall, this building, but it's within range. So yeah, quite happy really. We measured from the ridge to the corner on each of the four corners, and this front appears to be out. We had a reading of 333 on this side and 337 that side. It's a 40mm difference. So we are going to we put a plumb bob up there all the way down to here, and the centre of the room should be here, and the plumb bob is swinging about 20mm, 40mm the wrong way. So we're going to nudge this over by 20mm tomorrow. It should be quite straightforward to do, and then start throwing the rafters on, really. That's what that's the plan anyway. But anyway, right, that'll do for today's video. It's all mainly time lapses because it's mainly me fanning around trying to be perfect. But anyway, right, catch you all soon. It is another incredibly windy, horrible day, and we are here. So today, moving that over 20mm and try and get a rafter cut in. Basically, that's the plan. How well that goes, I don't know, but that's the plan. I've also just noticed I've left this out all night, so I'm sure, yeah, so that's going to be an arsehole. that's the end of the day today, and doesn't appear to have got much done. I only did half a day really. But I got the timbers in, more timbers in, and they are much better. So these bird mouth cuts are sitting a lot nicer. Same with up there as well. Twisty timbers are a bit of a nightmare, but getting over that. So yeah, so we're just waiting for more timber. I've got 16 more lengths of 6x2 to arrive, and then I've got to put the collars in up there, which I'm going to start doing over the weekend maybe, and then we'll start getting the floor in as well, which will be interesting to say the least. Kind of got to get the boards up before we do everything else, because it'll be a lot easier to do that. But yeah, we're getting there. Slow progress. And I'm so impressed with how see that plumb bob? And the centre line is right there. So it's right, slap bang where it needs to be. So my OCD has been bad for this. But yeah, so I'm quite happy really. The only annoying thing we've got to deal with is the 2 metre barrier thing here, so we've got to basically make sure my guttering is like right there. So it's going to be a short cavity, but it is what it is. Cavity, small fascia, so I'm probably going to allow 100mm all the way along. Yeah, so probably 100mm there. And then, yeah, doesn't need much, but not. Anyway, but yeah, we're getting there. Hope you're enjoying these videos. I hope you actually like it and finding them useful. I'm not a builder. I used to be a plasterer, but I don't do that anymore. So this is just proof that anyone who takes their time can build something quite a decent size as well. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Well, it's been a long time since I've done an update, and well, I don't know why that is really, but I've been getting on with the build, so this is where we're at. So I got all the ceiling joists in. I restricted on height because these cross beams need to be in the bottom third, and they're only just in now, so we need to pinch a bit of screed here and there and stuff and whatnot, but it'll be alright. We still have a ceiling height of about 2.4, 2.3, so not that bad. But yeah, so we got all those in, they're all bolted. I'm just waiting for the big square washers because I forgot to order them. I did all those and I was like, this doesn't seem right. And yeah, I'm going to put square washers on, so they're coming today when the wife gets back from shopping. So the plan for today is we are basically building the frame for this in the front gable, and then the other one in the rear gable. So we've got timbers coming from the ridge to that corner, and then we'll have uprights at 400 centimeters all the way along, and then obviously knobbed out. So yes, so that's happening. We decided we're going to be putting a loft hatch in here just so you can get up into the roof, which will be quite cool. And before we start boarding out the outside, we're putting all the 900mm flooring up here ready. So it just makes it easier, and I can use full sheets rather than using the loft boards that go through loft hatches. So that's kind of where we're at. It's still a pond. We've got an idea for the roof. So originally we were going to go and slate it like my neighbours, and then we were going to use artificial slate like my neighbours, and then we're like, well, we're not going to see it ourselves, so we may as well just go cheap. So we looked at putting like a tin roof on, which is like 700 quid for all of it. but I'm not liking the idea of that really. So we are looking at putting a green roof on. The steepness of this pitch is a bit too steep for a green roof, but I've got a plan. So yeah, this is a 26-degree roof, or a 6 and 12. So maximum normally for a green roof is 25 degrees. But I have an idea, and I think it'll work quite well. So watch this space, and but yeah. So anyway, right, stick around, and we'll see how we get on. Well, I think that'll do for today. A bit of a slow, really day. I can't really be bothered. But yeah, I think we've done all right. Got a bit done. So as you can see, Gable in now. All the uprights are in. 400 centres from that way, 400 centres from that way. So yeah, it's taking a long time. A lot up and down this tower. My legs and hips are killing me. But it's all tying in now. I've just got the back wall to do tomorrow. And then hopefully that shouldn't take as long as it did today. But with that done, we can then look. Well, I'm going away for 10 days, which really doesn't help at all. So yeah, got all that to get in, and then got a few noggins to throw in through there, and I think we're then going to concentrate getting this ceiling floor knocked out, and then I want to get the flooring in up there in before we start closing the roof off. So that'll be, yeah, that's got to happen. I've got another upright to go in here, just between these two, and then I just want to check my 400 spacing that way. I need to find out about doors as well, so I'll get my doors sorted out pretty soonish. But yeah, other than that, we're just bolting these up now with the yeah, just bolting up with the square washers, which is much better, because if you look over at these ones, the washers just sink in. So I knew it wasn't right, and there was something else I was meant to be using. So yeah, so that's done. Other than that, really, we've just got to kind of get on with it. It's just taking a long time, and my hands are knackered.